Hi, short video. I can see my eyes is very puffy as all time. Okay, today not need to. I want to share an experience. I have some cream, the Bobbi Brown, with SPF 20, 25, something like that. Oh, isn't it? Or more. Anyhow, see whether you can see. I can't see it without glasses. It's a low SPF, and with this super sun, I need to have extra SPF for my face. Okay. Something I want to share about finding my phone. It's not me. It's Edson. A week. Is it last week? I think last week. He came back from Moscow, and before his landing, he was fall asleep on the way, like on the plane. Just like he didn't meant to sleep, but he fell asleep. He has about more than 12 hours flight. Yes, he flew from Moscow to Zurich, and then transit from Zurich back to Hong Kong. Um, before about 2 hours before landing, around 2 hours before landing to Hong Kong airport, he fell asleep, and then when he wake up, and he found his phone is missing. So very strange. Uh, the the man who sit behind him, he sit like on the aisle, and he asked the man behind him and said like, um, do you see my phone, something like that. And unluckily, this man is a Hong Kong middle-aged guy. He asked the guy, and then say, do you think that I stole your phone? Blah, 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 like this. Like, he was so mad, right? And then Essence said like, I was very calm and politely asked him like, sir, do you see my phone? Maybe I have dropped, something like that. And then he was so mad, right? So I said like, if you didn't take it, right, you just say like you don't see it or something like that. But since like he was so mad, like, instinct, you would think that maybe he took it, maybe his phone was full from like the seat or something, and he maybe took it. That's why he was so like overreacting. And then after that, like, he see the guy, like while he trying to find out around the seat, like the crack or something like that around the seat, and the man was like he was like, his seat was at the rear of the tail of the airplane. And the guy, since then the guy was like on behind, he was standing behind for more than 5-6 minutes. Okay. And he's not going to the toilet. And the strange is, on around 2 hours left before landing. So, and then Essence saw like the man was so like, monitor him, like why he looking around. And then Essence talked to the flight attendants and say like maybe she see him like looking around, like, so she go forward, and he told her that like, oh, I'm trying to find my phone, blah 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 blah, like that. And the flight attendants tell him that like, okay, um we'll look for it after the plane is landed. If it's in the plane, we will able to find it, like this, something like that. When the guy see him talking to the flight attendants, then he said the guy come back to his seat and take a small bag, orange or yellow bag, and then go back to the rear seat, and then back to the rear and standing over there. Like, only women or something like will do that, and then he's not going to the toilet. He just go and standing around that area again. So, as in just like, what can he do? Like, when the plane was landed, the first things is he borrowed the phone from the ladies next to him, and lucky the ladies have internet connections on her phone. So he start like logging into the apps, like Google's, and then log into Find My iPhone, and then he see that like, oh, the phone is in the area, you know. So he just start like, but he can't hear the sound. Most of the time they have the phone on silence, but even though on silence, I believe like the phone will still make some ding 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 ding, something like that. And he start the app, like the Find My Phone like procedure, which then the phone will turn into the safe battery mode, which is will dim the brightness of the phone, so the batteries can last longer and start like, um, what you call, sending signal out like, I'm here, something like that. Okay. So when he get out from the plane, like, he can't do anything because after everyone is gone, like, he couldn't find it anywhere on the phone, and he's not able to have the phone to search again, because the ladies I borrowed the phone for him to start the Find My Phone procedure, has to transit to somewhere else, so she can't just stay and things like that. After everyone's gone, he tried to look around and he couldn't find it, and then he get off the plane, and when he see the police officer, and then he go over and say like, he report to the police and said, I lost my phone, blah 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 blah. And in the meantime, Christy and I was waiting on the parking lot. Most of the time, like, I would text him like, oh, I'm on my way. Well, when his phone is able to receive the message, he will. And then I would tell him I'm in the blah 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 parking lot. When you're here, da, 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 something like that. So I don't need to go to the pickup arrival area. Save my time, and it's hot, hot, hot. We was in the car, and then I say, what happened? It's been half an hour. I still haven't heard from him, and like WhatsApp, when you send a message, you got 2 tick, and if the party who received him and he had read the message, you will see the tick become blue, and then it's not blue. How come he's not reading my message? And then I'm with Christy. I said, like, it's not that I'm like too curious or what. I said, how come he still haven't replied my message? And most of the time, like for local people, it took like from landed to collect all the luggage. It take half an hour, and you will see him within half an hour, something like that. So, and then I told Christy, I said, it's been more than 30 minutes and he still haven't replied my message. And then Christy said, let's go. We go to the pickup area. I said, yeah. So is that like, is that normal? I said either his phone got problem or he's got problem in the immigration or what. But I said like, but before he go past the immigration, he will message me anyway because his phone has the connections. So we was just go to the pickup area, and then I asked the a lot of hotel staff will have the sign say like pick up Mr. blah blah blah, Miss blah blah blah. So I asked them then, do you have any customer from this flight blah 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 blah, are they coming out already? And then the guy said, oh, I'm waiting. I said, how long have you waited? I said, more than half an hour. I said, about 45 minutes to 50 minutes. I said, oh, the airport is very busy. Waiting for an hour is normal. But I said, he's not tourist, he's local. I don't have experience that like we have to wait for more than 30 minutes. Then he think that I was crazy. After we've been like about an hour, I suddenly turned behind, and then he didn't. We are at the front and he is behind us. I don't see him when I walk around, and he don't see us. Okay, and then when I saw him say, oh, he immediately wants my phone, and he start tracking my phone. He said, oh, my phone got stolen, blah 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 blah, things like that. So, and then I found like the signal is around the airport area. Is because already been an hour, and the signal was near the so-called cargo, like the service area. Is it the cargo? Not the cargo. The service area where all the airline buildings area. And oh, you see my eyes so puffy. This is the line. This is the Lola Mercier. My Chinese doctor and the family, like family of 3, will come over for dinner. He insists he want to come over for dinner. Because last time they come over for dinner and the kids love it, the son love it. Anyhow, so he said like he already report to the police, and then around that area also have a police station. And he also borrowed the phone from the police, and he locked in and said the signal's still there. Police can't really track your phone for you, right? This is very crazy. So I said, okay. So before we heading home, we give it a go and see what will we find around that area. The thing is, most of the time people nowadays, they took all the photo from the phone, and he's just like if he's not find his phone, all the photo will be gone. he didn't upload to the cloud, and he don't have his computer with him. And he was lucky that like when the signal is near to Cathay Pacific, he was taking the Swiss airline, but don't know why the signal was in around the Cathay Pacific area. So he talked to the security, everyone without pass, like you need a staff pass to enter the building. And the security guy, the people very nice. Just check with him together, like walk around each floor from the building for more than half an hour, just like check around. So Christian and I just wait around the entrance of the buildings. And around 45 minutes, I believe, couldn't find it, so we can't do anything, so just head home. I said I was so hungry. Suppose after picking it up, he want to have a haircut. Like we have to cancel the appointment. Suppose like Christy want to have Korean barbecue, and we're not able to because he don't have the mood to eat already. Very hot. Sun of it. I can see the heat radiations. And then I just use the loose powder. No foundations, just sunblock. But I need some, this is the powder foundation, so called. Darker color to have some shade. We got home, and then I was thinking like when he's behind, maybe he dropped the phone somewhere, like I said like he was so dumb. Everyone knows that like if you just pick up a phone, like the phone is locked, you're not able to use it. Of course you can sell it still, but his phone is 2 years old. He's a dumb guy. We call it tham sum. Is what you call tham sum. GC is selfish. Tham sum, you know what I mean? The guy got no brain, got a bad heart. Who take his phone? A lighter color. I'm sweating. So now it's very powdery, and later on will be all set. I have my noodles. I only have a taste of it, and then he said, maybe he stand there for a long time, like maybe he has put it into something. Actually, in my mind, I think like he was somewhere around put it somewhere around the the food trolley, something like that. So we check again the signal, and then he said like, maybe it's around the Lufthansa or whatever. I said, yeah. I said, we go back to the airport and have a check. I drive all the way to where the signals is, and with all the gates closed, you know, and I wait outside the building, outside the parking lot. We're not able to get in, only staff. And then he go in, and they let him in, and they talk to him about what happens. And then the signal is close to where this building. Earlier, the signal is not quite what. So and then the guy said like, he said the signal was behind the building, and the guy said, oh, and those truck where behind the building is all the trucking, and the truck was filled in with all the so-called, I think the face is not really focused, is because this reflections, the focus is around this area. Let me check. Okay, now it's focusing me. And then he said like, they haven't done start the food tray loading yet, the like cleaning and things like that. And the guy said like, we do it manually, so and then they will try to find it, and they will start like around maybe midnight, something like that. And they said like, maybe you'll go home, and if any news, good news or bad news, they will like contact him, blah 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 blah, like that. And then he gives them the contact number, and then what can we do? We can't even wait there, and he's not able to get in to look for himself because of the regulations, the safety of the food. Okay, so we drive all the way home. It took us about 37 kilometers distance from home to that area. And when we get home, we park, and he got the key when I'm still parking, and then he come up to me, Mama, they said they found it. They say either they can he will give it to the office staff, and then tomorrow we can pick it up. I said, you ask them whether we can pick it up now. If okay, then we go back to the airport again. And then say, he called back and say, okay. So in that day, back and forth 3 times to the airport. Yeah, he found it, and then immediately he asked his father like, can I get a Apple Watch? I said like, why don't you wait for around September or the end of the year? It will have a new Apple Watch, I believe, because the Apple Watch now, the battery, actually you have to charge it daily, otherwise cannot last for 2 days. And he can't wait, and the father thinks that it's okay. That is okay. I think most of the time this is the way the father feel that, oh, I try to give what he wants, like this is represent the love of attendance, attention, or whatever. I hope my voice is not too quiet while recording with my phone. Need some color for my face. Yeah, the screen washed away some of my color. I think it's fine. And oh, this is the Xiaomi what you call, this is only good for my watching. Not walking too much. Oh, less than 1,000. It's good enough for me, and the battery is very lasting. And just loosely, I have color my hair again because of my, I found like behind is still a little bit dark. I see a lot of like gray hair around, silver hair around here. You can see the reflections of the silvery color. So this is the length. I think it look better with hair down than hair up, but it's too hot to have my hair around my neck. Maybe I think it's a menopausal. Too warm. Too warm, too warm. Can't stand the heat. But try not to pull my hair like from here, not too tight. Just loosely tight. Of course, like if you're using a any mobile phone, find my phone that kind of like setup is a must. It's for in case. Of course, you have to lock your phone. Make it not too easy to steal. Always aware of your belongings while you're traveling. Yeah, just roughly. This is only the topics I want to like chat with. Find my phone. This is a SK2, I remember. I feel that I have the looks of aging because of this. Let's see if it's like this will be different. that's fine. I think I have to do more facial. Like sometimes at night, I'm not even putting anything to sleep. It's too tired, too hot, too sweaty. Tonight, I think I will ask my doctor to to read my pulse and see my menopausal thing. Yeah, I don't use this. So the phone can focus on me. So this is what I want to say. Like, must set up your phone. The should lock your phone. Things like that. Especially nowadays, a phone not just a phone. You can. Where's my phone? You see, I always forgot where I put my phone. Even in the house, I always use the functions like find my phone. Android also have that kind of functions. Not only iPhone have it. Anyhow, talk to you later. Thank you. Where's my phone?